All right, hey everyone, this is Taylor Maas. In the light of the coronavirus and the recent trends of starting to play online, I thought I would give everyone a quick tutorial of America's Card Room, which RecPoker is now affiliated with, and give everyone just kind of a quick rundown of the land. So first, I'm already logged in to America's Card Room, but to navigate, there's various tabs at the top. If you would like to play cash games, that would be the first two tabs where you can play Hold'em Cash, where there's various levels. You can play fixed limit, pot limit, or no limit, and filter off the stakes as well. There's also Omaha and Stud games. Blitz Poker is a format similar to a Zoom you may be familiar with, where if you fold one hand, you're immediately placed into another hand. They do have jackpot games. These are, I believe, like sit and goes where the prize pool is variable. And then the most typical place is the tournament tab. So on the tournament tabs, there's different filters you can set up at the top, whatever you're looking for, and various stakes you can click as well. So I have it set to all. If you filter to these, you should see just an abbreviated version of this. So at the top, you have their promoted tournaments. So they have a big $600 tournament coming up, and that's why it is populating at the top level. There are cyclones. Cyclones are satellite tournaments similar to the Zoom format, where if you fold one hand, you go on to the next. So if you register for a cyclone tournament, the buy-in for this one is 25 cents. If you get to a certain amount of chips, you get entry into what would be level 2. So you get a tournament ticket or a tournament voucher for $1.50 plus the 15-cent rake. And if you go on to level 2 and get the required amount of chips there, you get a tournament ticket for the $6 and so on and so forth. They also have on-demands. On-demands are denoted by the D. They will start when they get the set number of players listed on the left. They currently have a certain amount listed here, and as soon as that gets that amount, that tournament will start running and then opens up registration for everyone else as well. I believe it's open for about, call it like half an hour for registration on those tournaments, and then it'll close and you'll play a tournament with, maybe only 10 people, which is unlikely, or up to, 40 seems like a reasonable number that they get for on-demand tournaments. After that, if you scroll down, you get into tournaments that are in late reg status. So these are tournaments that are currently running, but still taking entries. Typically, they're listed from oldest start time to new. So as you hit the top, these ones are the furthest along in the tournament levels. So this one is 15 levels through, 23, etc. And then we get a little bit lower as we go down. If you want to get into a tournament that's just starting, I suggest going down towards the bottom and finding one with late reg that's on an early level. Or if you want to get into a tournament from the start, you can find one that's registering soon and go from there. Here you can see all the on-demand tournaments that met the required number of players and are currently running. So like this 50-cent on-demand, it started a little bit ago, and it's gotten 31 entries so far, and it's on level 5. So it will be closing soon with about 35 entries or so. There's various colors in here. The yellow tournaments are their special event tournaments, so this is their OSS series. I don't know all the events. Looks like red is also a featured one. Green are satellites. Blue is another featured one where they're trying out this 2-hour late reg, and so on and so forth. So all the way through, you can get into any of those tournaments. My personal approach is I try and find a late reg in the early levels and register from that and then start playing. Try to avoid tournaments that are about to end late reg, because you usually enter with like 10 to 15 big blinds, and I prefer to not do that. So it's a quick rundown of the tournament tab. On the sit and go tab, you see those same on-demands, because they're technically considered a sit and go. So it's both the same tournaments on there. But then you also have the traditional sit and goes, which are 9-player tournaments or 6-player tournaments, and you can see how many currently are registered, and they'll run once they hit that set amount of players and only that set amount of players. They do have a casino and sports book available. I will not talk about that today. And then the other piece, I'm going to take my display away for a second and go into my account information and then also like my rewards, but I don't want to show my account information. So I went into my account. My cashier account will have all your personal information, considering your balance, your name, your location, date of birth, etc. So I'm not going to show that. But there's game history. You can see based off different criteria what games you've played, as well as financial history, and then ticket manager. So if you win those Cyclones and you win tickets, they will show up here. And then the fun part is the rewards tab. So if you sign up for RecRake or RecElite, RecElite will be these types of bonuses. RecRake will just be rake back sent to you. Sorry, went into the wrong one. The loyalty. So you get various bonuses for the amount of points that you get there. You can go to their website and see how they calculate all their points, but you can, if you earn a certain amount of points, you can redeem for dollar amounts. And then if you get distinctions, that upgrades it, and point exchange, you can trade those points in for cash as well. So you can get both achievements and point exchange for the stuff that you do. So for those of you that will be joining me in the online felt, wish you good luck. I will throw in the caveat that ACR is an unregulated poker site, so play at your own discretion. Online poker is technically not legal in the United States, but if you do so, you do so at your own risk. All those things considered, I do play on ACR, and it is my site of preference, but there is known risks with playing that, so good luck.